Hi everyone, it's Heidi with Downtown NorCal, and today I'm in Sassafras Beauty in the marketplace in Davis, and I'm going to introduce you to Danielle Crane, and she is the owner. And we're having a little technical difficulty. There we go. Hi Danielle.
Hello, how are you?
Good, so good to see you. The last time we actually interviewed you were, it was March 30th, I believe, just 10 days or so after your closure. What's happened in the time since?
Well, a lot has happened. I mean, we made it through our closure just by trying to have some essentials. I was able to find some masks and different hand sanitizers, gallons of alcohol and hand sanitizer. And since my girls were all not working at the time, I just did it by myself with my neighbor, curbside and delivery. And we made it through until we could reopen the store again, thanks to lots of support.
So your salon right behind you did reopen for a little bit, but now it's taped off.
Correct.
And so the salon is shuttered again.
Yes, we opened right around June 1st and closed again this past week.
And some salons have decided to operate outdoors, but for you, this is not the ideal setting, is that right?
That's correct. I think our landlords would try and find a way if we had more space out front, but the sun beats down directly on it, and there'd be no way to not block the walking traffic out in front. And
Yeah.
I think it would be really hard on the other businesses.
Yeah. So when we spoke in March, we talked about how potentially this could be a silver lining for small businesses because so many people were coming around you and wanting to support and reaching out. Are people, now that you're open, coming back into the store?
Well, that's kind of a twofold question. One, they supported us a lot and really wanted to when we were closed. We did the gift certificate matching program, and I did all the delivery, and people made up gifts for their neighbors, and they were really excited to help. But just like anything, it kind of wanes. And when we first opened back up, it was kind of quiet. You know, it might have been because people were stocking up, and or they just kind of get distracted with giving the help. So I tried to reach out and send out more emails, and it's been really quiet. The people that do come in are very supportive, and they always have something wonderful to say, but I'm still unsure.
Yeah. Now, if people want to come in and sample, you know, that's kind of that's a common practice for consumers picking out product like what you're offering here. How do they sample products before they can just make a choice to purchase?
Well, they can't sample, unfortunately, but we do have a couple of options. I do have the cosmetic section roped off, and the girls will hand sanitize, and they wear a mask and gloves, and they can show a swatch of the color on their own hand and show it. So at least you can kind of get an idea. Unfortunately, cosmetics can't be returned, so it makes it a bit challenging. A lot of our customers know their colors, and the girls are so savvy with they can look at someone and really give them a good idea of what's going to be a good match. So we haven't had too many problems. In regards to nail polish, you can still put it on a piece of tape. You know, that's exactly the same, no problem with that. And if you try something with us in hair care, in the retail size, our manufacturers are super flexible. And if you try something and take it home and it is not working for you, you can bring it back within 30 days and exchange it.
Okay.
So, you know, not the travel size or the liter size, it must be the retail size.
Okay.
So that's an option as well. Skincare gets a little more challenging, but we have sample packets we can send you home. If you're really unsure, we can send you home with a sample packet. You can try it and then come back and purchase. So there's lots of different options that can work out.
Okay, let's talk about the sanitizer you have behind you. You have
Sure.
a really big jug there. I actually own some of your hand sanitizer. Thank you so much for getting that to us early. So you have the gallon jug, but also the individual.
This is the germs out. This hand sanitizer is 70% alcohol, and it's methanol free. I'm sure people have seen in the news, the FDA put out some different brands that were not healthy. All of our hand sanitizers, we have a couple different sprays, a couple different types of pumps, a lavender one, and some hand sanitizer wipes, and all of them are not on the FDA restricted list. So I was, checked everything out before we brought it in, so you don't have to be worried about that. And we also have it in the gallon size, which is really nice. Also, if you have a workplace and need to refill.
Right.
So that would be awesome. And then before we move on to the masks, I just wanted to show you, we were talking about cosmetics, and we carry a line of Cinema Secrets. Now, this is an interesting story. Cinema Secrets was owned by a gentleman named Maurice Stein, and he was a very famous makeup artist who was a family friend of ours, and he was the makeup artist for the original cinema movies, and he recently passed away, but his family business is still going, and this is their makeup brush cleaner, and this is their makeup sanitizing spray. So you could actually spray it on your compact or your eyeshadow and it will sanitize. This is a brand new product from them, so I'm super excited to have it.
Okay. And we all don't necessarily clean our makeup brushes normally, but it's really important now.
It's really important
to do so.
And also, if you've had makeup brushes for a long time, they probably need to be replaced.
And you can replace those here?
Yes, we carry a few different lines of makeup brushes from Jane Iredale and from Bare Minerals, and then we have a few other odds and ends too. And I'm always getting new things in. But both of those lines have any kind of brush you could imagine.
And you have a lot of masks, including kid sizes.
Yes.
You're carrying.
So we have some of the regular paper disposable wrap masks that come in packages of 30, and the KN95s, which are also 4-ply paper masks, and they're wrapped individually, which is really nice. And then we have our inexpensive, lightweight fashion masks. And this is an interesting story. When I first started the curbside I just had the disposable masks, the KN95s, and all the hand sanitizers, and this nice woman named Vicky came up and said, "Hey, I make masks. Do you want to sell them?" And I said, "Sure." And she started making the cloth masks. They're a 3-ply cloth mask, and they've been talking about how cloth masks are really successful in both protecting you and protecting others. Mm-hmm. And I have them in all kinds of really nice fabrics. She's really creative with her fabric choices, and I have them in men's size and in kid size.
Dr. Seuss.
They have Dr. Seuss, yeah.
All right. I'm going to scan your store while I ask you the next question, and that is, how has the federal program, PPP and all of the supports, how has that worked out for you?
Well, we did get a PPP loan, and it arrived. It was a little bit dicey figuring all that out because I didn't get it on the first round and not knowing if there would be another round, but it did come. Unfortunately, it's based on your payroll, and we have a really small payroll here. So the size of the loan was pretty small, and you could only spend it on certain things. But we did receive one, and who knows if there'll be other support down the line. We'll see.
Yeah. So that leads me to my final question, and that is, can brick and mortar like yours survive?
It can survive if the community supports us. Right now, with our salon being closed, I worry about all my service providers. I have 4 hairdressers and an esthetician, and they all can't work here. So that's really challenging. And then, so do people realize that our retail store is still open? Well, I've been trying to put information out on Nextdoor and send email blasts so people know that we're here and that our girls are here to help them find what they need. So it really is about them supporting us. I think the numbers are down, there's no doubt. Can we make it? They need to improve. So we'll see.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I've just scanned the store. Your door is in fact wide open, and I feel very safe here. There's nobody here but you, me, and your staff. So I hope folks can join me and do a little shopping today.
Yes.
Thanks for joining me, Danielle.
Thanks, Heidi.
I'll check in a month or so. Take care.